This is Carl with the three things to watch for Thursday, November the 7th. First, starting out with processing margins in the U.S. Soy margin, crush margin collapsed ahead of the presidential election, dropped down to about a buck 60 a bushel. Now it's back up to a buck 73. So we saw a quick rebound in that. Ethanol margin's not quite as lucky. Ethanol margin has been under pressure. We think most plants in the U.S. About break even right now, but quite a few are in the red. We'll start to see if these volatility in those margins starts to impact basis levels and demand that we're seeing. Number two thing I'm watching today, the Fed is going to put out their interest rate decision here this afternoon, like around 2 o'clock Eastern is usually when that comes out, give or take, really not a set time. But most everybody looking for a 25 basis point reduction to interest rates. We had a 50 point reduction the last time. Uh, we see this, and then trade's already looking forward to what we're going to see in September. And with the stock market and the dollar and consumer spending, it might come down to the labor reports to see if we see additional interest rate cuts. We have to remember that'll be the last one before President Trump's takes office. So we'll have to see what happens. Interest rates could get a little dicey here in the next few months. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Number one thing I'm watching today, export sales. I expect to see a good week on both corn and soybeans. Trade's going to take it with a grain of salt because a lot of the sales were announced before in the flash sales reporting system, so we know them. Gonna see big numbers on corn and soybeans. Like I said, wheat might be the wild card. If we don't see a good week for wheat sales, we could see some pressure start to build there because we've seen our demand start to drip backwards, even though we are still ahead of last year. Those are the three things I'm watching for today.